Good morning, Xenoverse. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy SSG Cool. Welcome back to another video on the channel today. And we ain't finna go on a fucking rant, but we do have some questions. We got some questions. Today's video is gonna be not exactly a review, but it's gonna be something that I did see happen. So yesterday, TNA had their Victory Road show, and Ash by Elegance end up vacating the Knockouts World title due to personal issues in her life that has to take her away from television and in-ring competition. Let's get this one thing started, y'all. Damn, I look fucking terrible. But anyway, I'm not an Ash by Elegance fan at all. Never been a Dana Brooke fan at all. Probably the best she's ever looked was in 2018 when they decided to turn her babyface against Charlotte, and they did nothing with them. They did nothing with that storyline. That's their fault. She never got over. She has about as much charisma as a box of white rice. She's not all that good in the ring. She can't cut a promo. Still, I see the same thing when I watch her in TNA wrestling as a Knockouts. It's that she has a different character, and it still doesn't even look believable. But she ended up winning the Knockouts Championship in a triple threat match that involved JC Jane, who was the defending Knockouts champion, but also the NXT Women's Champion, and former Knockouts champion Masha Slamovich. Now, I would give her one thing. She never got a proper run with the title, but whatever's going on in her personal life, I hope that she gets that shit straightened out. And I hope it's not nothing overly too serious, but it has to be because she ended up vacating the title. Now, I believe in this title, they had a gauntlet match or some sort, and the last two that came and that were in this match were Lei Yi Ling, formerly Xia Li, and NXT star, the first North American champion, Kelani Jordan. Indy Hartwell was the referee of this. Now, Kelani Jordan went on to win the Knockouts World Championship at Victory Road. I want to know why. Don't get me wrong. I like Kelani Jordan. She ain't really got like the character and natural charisma of most wrestlers, but she's real good in the ring and she's really good to look at. So I want to see, this is the second time that a NXT woman has won the Knockouts title. What are y'all plans for Kelani Jordan being on TNA television as the Knockouts champion? Don't get me wrong, she has the work ethic of the champion, but why? I want to know, why was this decision made for the Knockouts title to be put on an NXT superstar and not a TNA talent? Not one of those girls in the locker room that have busted their ass on television, have gotten over on television, and they put it on Kelani Jordan. You ain't put it on like a Danny Luna? You ain't put it on Danny Luna, Jody Threat? I would have took Masha Slamovich again. Hell, you could have put it on Tessa Blanchard. That would have set some ways. Y'all could have put that title on Tessa Blanchard. As more I know how people feel about Tessa Blanchard. If you're willing to forgive Hulk Hogan for the shit he said, like that shit about Hulk Hogan when he said, that shit don't bother me. Because in the end, after he said it, he reinvented himself, got baptized, became a born-again Christian, started worshiping the Lord. I can give him that much credit. The Hulk Hogan that said that is not the same Hulk Hogan that passed away. May his soul rest in peace. I say the same thing with Tessa Blanchard. They were willing to forgive Tessa Blanchard for the appalling things that she has said and did during that time when her first tenure with TNA, and brought her back to the company, even though I don't think she's been on television for quite a while. But that would have been my bet. If y'all wanted to, I think they should have put the title on Tessa Blanchard. But I don't even know if she was in this gauntlet match. I didn't see the match. I only saw the ending quarter of the match. But it's just a little confusing. Why the fuck would you put that? We just came from this route. JC Jane just had the knockouts title while having the NXT women's title, thus which I would call handcuffing the division. She was handcuffing the division. And I don't want to see Kelani Jordan do the same thing. Is it because they have no plans for her on NXT television while JC Jane is the NXT Women's Champion? Why does Kelani Jordan have the TNA Knockouts World Championship? I just want a simple explanation about this. I'm confused. I'm expecting a promo on Tuesday or Thursday to discuss why this happened. Why did they put Kelani in that situation? I'm happy for it. I know she's happy too to be a champion again. You can go on my channel right now and look at the review that I gave for inaugural NXT Women's North American Championship. I like Kelani Jordan. She's definitely someone I can see being a champion because of how she performs. She's like during her first reign as North American champion, and her and So Ruka had that banger, I think it was at Heat Wave last year. I remember Ricochet had tweeted to Will Ospreay, does this remind you of somebody? So Ruka and Kelani Jordan are basically the Ricochet and Will Ospreay of the NXT women's division. So I would never be against her being a champion, defending a title. We're expecting some fun matches, fun spots. She's a fun wrestler. I like Kelani Jordan. But I just need an explanation on why. Why Kelani Jordan and why not a TNA talent? Someone who's been there. Someone who's worked. Somebody who's grinded. I would have took one of the inspiration if that was the whole case. Where the fuck is, what's her name? Mara Sade. Didn't y'all just sign her? Why y'all didn't book her to be in this? Or pull the trigger on her? She's never held a singles championship. That would have been a good look for her and see what she can do. But I don't know. Y'all gotta help me with this shit, y'all. I really, really don't know. I'm confused about this booking decision. So now that makes 3, should now be the 3rd NXT superstar to hold a TNA title and the 2nd African American superstar to hold a TNA title. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I want to see, and like I said, I need an explanation, and I want to see, how do you book her going forward? How the fuck do you book her going forward with the TNA World Knockout title? Like I said, I'm proud of the lady for getting her first world title. Kudos to her. Kudos to her. She's one of the more organically natural characters that you see coming out of the Performance Center. And I've seen she's worked hard. And toward the end of the match, Ash by Elegance even held her hand up in victory. Now, pay attention to detail. Ash by Elegance had this look of sorrow on her fucking face. And a lot of people aren't aware of this, but Kelani Jordan, coming out of that breakout tournament in 2023, was being mentored and paired up with Dana Brooke before Dana Brooke got ultimately released. That's something I can say, okay, that could play into it a little bit, but also second appearance to detail. Look at the disappointment on Xia Li's face, on Yaelin Lee's face, when Kelani Jordan tried to show her some sportsmanship and lift her hand in the air with her, like, yeah, give it up for her and stuff like that. She had this look of disdain and disappointment. Like, you could have put it on her. Why? It's just a lot of shit that it doesn't naturally make sense to me, bro. It don't make sense to me. But even Indy Hartwell looks so hurt, depressed, a whole bunch of shit. The emotion was in that lady face when she had to raise Kelani Jordan's hand up in victory and point out that this is the new Knockouts World Champion. The fans approved of it, though. Okay, the TNA universe, they rock with Kelani Jordan. Not mad at them. I'm just mad at the motherfucker whoever booked this shit and I need an explanation. I need an explanation. You did? I need an explanation. But that's gonna do it for this this little video right here. Like I said, not exactly a rant. It's just I want to know why. If y'all saw this shit yesterday, man, put this in the comment section on what you think why this happened. Why do you think they put the Jordan on Kelani Jordan? Why they didn't give it to a TNA talent? And what do you expect Kelani Jordan to do with this title moving forward? But I'm gonna get at y'all again. We actually have another video coming up regarding the Jasmine Nix situation and her decision to leave WWE. We got that video coming up for you today as well. But give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications, share this to your friends. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm SSG Coop, y'all. God bless you. Peace.